After a long drive without stopping, except for gas, the Hardleys arrived at about midday. Batty and Crookie Hardley, the boys, the girls, the Hardley boys, and their parents, Laurel and Fenwick. Look, a letter from Sunset Point, the inn. Once it had been a grand hotel. There was much to do at the Hardley Inn. But first, a little fishing. Mr. Hardley was an avid fisherman. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Mrs. Hardley was a fanatical golfer. 4. There were a lot of fun things to do. All kinds of sporting events were planned. Outdoor activities. Crookie had a good forehand. Out. Batty liked just being in nature. They were good athletes. Out. Clearly out. Here's to us, to cool nights and warm summer days, to the inn, to the Hardley Inn. After dinner, the boys read the letter which had arrived earlier that day. The letter was from Gladiola Mason, their friend Chip's aunt. Welcome back, heroes. Your timely detective work on the Wamco case saved our town from certain destruction. I would like to invite you to join me at Sunset Point for lunch on the first Saturday in June. Saturday? That's tomorrow. Wamco. Last summer's most exciting mystery had made the Hardley boys famous. Hardley boys? They were girls and dogs. The boys conducted themselves to their secret clubhouse. It was in a remote part of the lodge, neither downstairs nor upstairs. Only they knew its exact location. The clubhouse, just as they remembered it. Dedicated to solving mysteries and stopping crimes. Hod for Mortor. The office was outfitted with up-to-date scientific instruments, computers, and an MX-20 rock analyzer. Last summer, the Hardley boys decided to keep a scrapbook of all their important cases. There had only been one so far, Wamco. The boys had inherited their mother's penchant for sleuthing. At crime scene, scientific instruments missing from Wamco offices, police baffled. In the Wamco case, cruise missiles were directed at the town of Rangeley. The Hardley boys solved the mystery in the nick of time and saved the town. There's a photo of Chip in his shop. His plane had come in handy with rescue operations and in capturing the hitman. Hopefully something exciting will happen this summer. Hi, Chip. Hi, Chip. How'd you know it was me? I brought the movie. Great.
Rangeley, Maine. Region of majestic mountains. The Rangeley Lakes, renowned for their fine fishing, are recognized as one of the last strongholds of the fighting brook trout. They also offer unparalleled fishing for landlocked salmon, the leaping gamester that challenges the resourcefulness of the most ardent angler.
It was their favorite movie. Last summer, they watched it over and over.
Rangeley is the only place outside of Scotland, the birthplace of golf, where such a variety of terrain can be found on a single course. The high altitude and crisp mountain air makes each drive seem no more than a putt. Every sport seems easier and more fun in the Rangeley region, and there are facilities for everything from shuffleboard to tennis.
The next day, Fenwick Hardley officially opened the inn for the summer season. Good morning. How may I help you? 1 room or 2? How many nights will you be staying? Would you like breakfast in your room? Have you stayed with us before? Of course not. Mrs. Hardley, however, had another golfing date. Where is that hydrangea Mason? Their friend Chip couldn't get the day off, but after filling up their boat with gas, he wished them well. Have a nice day. Wondering, but not wondering, what lay ahead. Sunset Point. Was it a point exactly, or was it more like a cove? They had seen it on the map before, and it appeared to be more like a cove than a point. Chip described the Mason property as a vast tract of land which included coniferous trees and hardwoods. Look, a bottle. See if there's a note. Nerve manna. Why, that's a powerful sedative. There it is. Sunset Point. It is a point. Hello. Hello. We're the Hardley boys. This is private property. You can't dock here. Go away. No, 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 no. We're the Hardley boys. No trespassing. Private property. Keep out. We're here to see Miss Mason. No docking here. Private property. Keep out. No, 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 no. But we were invited. Go away. No docking here. Private property. Keep out. Closed for renovations. She's in Canada. Come back next year. 2 years. Golf. Competition. Meditation. Crystallization. It's a game where you're really playing just against yourself. Competition, meditation, crystallization, short. Just a short putt for par. Crystallization. No trespassing. Private property. Keep out. No docking here. She's in Canada. The boys went to visit Chip at the Pine Tree Frosty, where he worked every other Wednesday and Saturday. He had heard about the new caretaker, and he was worried. That night at dinner, they discussed the peculiar events of the day. Mrs. Hardley was still perplexed about her golf ball. For Fenwick Hardley, the next day was business as usual, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Mrs. Hardley decided not to play golf that day. Perhaps just the back nine. The boys went to visit Chip at the gas station, where he worked Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Chip had told the boys about a hidden cove just past Middle Dam, where they could go ashore unnoticed. Be careful, Batty and Crooky. Chip was genuinely concerned about his aunt, and the boys were determined to get to the bottom of this. Sunset Point. Why was it closed? Was it really closed? If Gladiola Mason was going to Canada, why did she invite them to lunch? Was she just forgetful? Or was she in trouble? They beached their canoe in the hidden cove and went ashore. There they went through a cedar grove, past the birches, through a spruce and fir grove, and there they came out at the back of the Mason property. Crooky found a rock wedged in the tire. Number 4. How odd. That should keep her out of the way.
Did you give her more nerve, Manna?
I tied her up and put her in the old geologist shack.
Good.
Good.
Before they're on to us, we'll be in Canada.
Here, read this. It's not just garnet, you know. There's more underneath those rocks.
Get that survey map.
Get the survey map.
There it is. But it's too dangerous. The fault goes right through there. T4R3, look.
T4R3 is safe. Besides,
You'll have plenty of time. Here, take this key. It's to the back gate. Don't lose it.
Should I use the front gate or the back gate?
The back gate.
Oops.
Look at this gold.
Yeah.
I heard something.
What?
What was that?
What was that?
Outside.
Outside. Over here?
Over there.
Through here. Over here? I definitely heard a sound. Over here? Not here. Once inside, the boys examined the contents of the table. Books, maps, rocks. What kind of rocks? They did not know.
I heard something. Back inside. The wood bin.
Run! Run!
What was that?
Back to the clubhouse. A ball. And a racket. A tennis ball. Sporting goods. The boys began to immediately analyze the clues. What were the nurse and the caretaker after? They seemed like ordinary rocks, but on closer inspection proved to be garnetiferous. Some of the rocks were 50 to 80% garnet, with a very high Mohs ranking. This is a 4. A diamond ranks 10. Look, 7.5. Wow, 7.5. These were very hard garnets. This rock is really garnetiferous. What kind of garnet? Almondite? Meaning? Almondite, from the old Mason mine. Smells like sewage. The next day, Mr. Hartley, as usual, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Competition, meditation, crystallization. Too much club. Sewage. Her plan to pollute Rangeley now in place, the nurse watched and waited.
Gold? Hardly gold. Sewage.
The boys went to see Chip at the woodpile where he worked on Mondays to ask him some questions about the mine and about the nurse. Was she a real nurse? Whose nurse was she? Chip didn't know anything about the nurse. He said the mine had been closed years ago because of a fault. It was just too dangerous to mine. After the mine was shut down, the Mason family divided it into 3 parcels. 1/3 was sold to Sneed Dixon for a golf course, and another parcel was given to the town for a sewage treatment plant. The boys drifted into Hidden Cove and went ashore. They hid their canoe in the alders. The Hardley boys. The boys' keen sleuthing instincts had led them to the mine. I'll fix those boys. Look, the mine. Look at all those rocks. Look at all that garnet. Chip said garnet was formed in the Permian period, over 200 million years ago. Those are really old rocks. 200 million years. Wow. Imagine. Crookie descended into the quarry pit to take a closer look. Patty kept a lookout from above. One area showed signs of recent mining activity. Go over there and check out that truck. I'll stand guard. Patty stood watch as Crookie approached the truck, an old abandoned drilling rig. A pipe. Meanwhile, after blowing up the northeastern section of the mine, the caretaker drove his rig into T4R3 to set more charges and to begin mining for gold, platinum, and gem-quality garnet. The nurse had led him to believe that this is where the gold was. Hollow. Limestone, sandstone, marble, agate. Batty fell sound asleep. Mica, tourmaline. She was dreaming a very nice dream. Quartz, butterscotch, strawberry, jimmies, hot fudge, platinum, plutonium, more sandstone. Smells just like
Sewage. Soon Rangeley will be swimming in sludge.
marble, agate. Carbon, but no gold. That smell. The sewage treatment plant. Crookie was captured by the psychotic nurse and led away. The fault. Butterscotch, pistachio, blueberry. Batty awoke from her dream, still dreaming. Crookie! Crookie! Batty picked up Crookie's tracks, the black truck. Signs of a struggle. Using her heightened dog powers, she was able to pick up Crookie's scent. This way. A shack in the woods. Help! Could this be the geologist's cabin? Help! Help!
Help.
In here. Help! Gladiola Mason. Crookie. Hello? Miss Mason. Untie us. The nurse, she's getting away. No, there's no time. You must get to the sewage treatment plant. Explosions have loosened the pilings of the underground dam. It's weakened. There. You're free. Run. Run. Please, boys, hurry. You must get to the sewage treatment plant. Close the valve. Hurry. Can't hold out much longer. Hurry. Stop. Wait. Come back. Hurry. A flood of sewage began to pour out of the town treatment plant. The nurse, happy to have contaminated the water supply, made her getaway in the boys' canoe.
That should do it. I'm off to Canada.
Over the bridge. Competition, meditation, crystallization. Darn it. There's the valve. Turn it. Faster. Keep turning. That's it. Just in the nick of time. We did it. Well, they did it again. They saved the town, at least for the time being. Good job, boys. I say so too. Here's to us. To us. The boys. The Hardley boys. The next day, the nurse eventually made it to Canada, where she was met by the Mounties, courtesy the Hardley boys.